Hello LSWFA partners. This tutorial is a review of the Category-Specific Tasks Solid Waste Enforcement Form in EAGLE. Complete this form if you are applying for solid waste enforcement funds. If you are applying for planning and implementation funds, end this tutorial now and find the tutorial for Category-Specific Tasks Implementation. Let's begin. Category-Specific Tasks Solid Waste Enforcement. Task Title. Select a title from the drop-down menu that best covers all the activity in your scope of work. Task Cost. If your LSWFA application with Ecology includes one task, the task cost must be the same as the total eligible cost, or TEC, entered on the General Information Form. The TEC is 100% of the agreement amount, which is 75% state share and 25% local contribution. If your application includes more than one task, the task cost for each task must sum to the total eligible cost. Moving on. One of the main eligibility criteria for this funding is that it support the work required under Chapter 7095 RCW and is performed by a jurisdictional health department, or JHD. The county must have an adopted local solid waste ordinance or be in the process of adopting one that at a minimum meets the requirements of Chapter 173-350 WAC. This next question asks you to identify the ordinance by name or number so that Ecology can verify. Task Coordinator. Enter the name of the person that can answer task-related questions should they come up during the life of the agreement. Task Goal Statement. This form pre-populates a canned goal statement for solid waste enforcement work. You are able to edit it to describe your situation. Task Description. The form includes canned language broken out by activity that generally is performed under this type of task. You are able to select all or a portion of this canned language, copy and paste it into your task description box. You are then able to edit it to best describe your situation. Just a quick reminder, the task description should be concise and include the work to be performed, who will perform the work, and the costs you expect reimbursed through the agreement. Your Ecology Regional Contact will confirm the details with you when drafting the agreement. If the scope of work includes facility site compliance, we'd like you to identify each facility by name and the type of permit. If you are listing more than one facility, after you've identified the first facility, save the form for another row to appear. Continue entering activities and saving the form until all facilities are listed. Next are questions about non-facility work. For yes answers, the work should be included in your task description above. Next is outcomes recipient expects to achieve with task cost. The measurable outcomes listed in the table are what Ecology is tracking. Please select at least one, not including the staff hours. If there's an outcome or output that you feel is important to track and report that is not in the table, please add it at the end of the task description box and be sure to discuss it with your Ecology Regional Contact as the agreement is being drafted. Partners. Not including contractors, are there other agencies or organizations that you anticipate working with? Remember, if these entities are getting paid, the costs should be identified in your task description. Last but not least, contracts. If you have a contract that is fully executed, which means it includes all the signatures, and you expect these costs to be reimbursed, Ecology must review the contract. Remember, contractors are held to the same eligibility standard as recipients. Please upload your contract here. If your contract is not yet executed, don't upload it here. Save the form. In the rare instance you are applying for a second solid waste enforcement task, at the top of the screen, there's an Add button. Select it. This action will generate a blank page for you to enter information for Task 2. You would repeat the process we just showed you for Task 1. This ends our tutorial for how to complete the Category-Specific Tasks Solid Waste Enforcement Form.